A typical Dawson Creek City Council meeting doesn't require that extra seating be brought in, but this meeting wouldn't exactly be described as typical. Council's opening correspondence showed that they'd received a form petition letter signed by over 450 concerned residents. On top of that, another 20 individual letters were sent to the city leaders. Those turned out to be just the tip of the iceberg, though, as 4 out of 5 delegations were concerning the newly proposed Frac Sand Facility in downtown Dawson Creek.
I am here about the Frac Sand Transload Facility location proposed for near the center of Dawson Creek.
One by one, these residents of the Mile Zero City discussed their opposition to a facility operating in such close proximity to homes and businesses, citing major health concerns over silica dust.
Silicosis to the lungs, it is a life-threatening disease. I run a business not 600 feet from the border of that facility. We have over 20 employees in the building. I'm gravely concerned about it. I cannot imagine how they could possibly contain the silica dust.
It's safe to say more delegates would have liked their chance to address the city officials. However, a limit on the number of delegations kept those reserved perhaps for another meeting. And while 3 separate audience members requested permission to speak, each time the request was denied, as a unanimous vote from council is needed for them to take the floor, and all 3 times Councillor Paul Javatkoff was against the motion.
We had, I think, about 20-some submissions, and we heard 4 verbal presentations. They were somewhat repetitive, and I just don't see the point in continuing with the same thing.
Mayor Dale Bumstead closed out the meeting by discussing the passion the local citizens have for their community, but also declared that even some issues are out of council's hands.
There's some things we can do, and there's some things that we're not going to be able to do. And so from that perspective, we allow the process of bylaw, what we set as a bylaw, what we set as a policy to guide how that development occurs in our community.
Council says they're now awaiting official reports before deciding what action to take, if any, over the proposed Frac Sand facility. Jeremy Keefe, CJDC-TV News, Dawson Creek.